one. Okay, so this is our Hooray, You're Amazing card, and hopefully you can see that I kind of put some baseballs on top of the polka dots just to give a little bit more of an interest. There's nothing complicated about this card, but I'll just show you kind of what I did, but I really like the whole look of it. All right, so I'm going to grab our pieces out of here, and we have our pennants. And these are our baseballs. To make the baseballs, I just punched, I used a 3/4 inch punch just to punch circles, and then we'll just place those on top of the dots. We'll do that after we put it together, depending on where you want them to go. All right, so actually we'll just put this on first, and then we'll do our stamping. All these designs are so great. Like sometimes I feel bad about just using one side of them because I like all of them. It's good, fun paper. All right. So that's on there, and that's just a standard first layer size, the 5 1/4 by 4. All right, so now we have these pennant pieces, and those were cut out using the pennant shaped die. I wished that this die would fit the Grand Slam. It just, well, I guess it just makes it, except for if you use it, see how you, there's another piece that you, which we're going to do on another card, that would go over. Yeah, because this one's just stamped. It goes over. I suppose maybe, I'll have to play with it. You might be able to do it, but it's awfully tight. I wished it was slightly bigger. Okay. So let's get stamping. So I have, those are just extras. I have, we have the Hooray. We're going to use, I don't really know what, so it's like, it's not paint, maybe it's supposed to be like dirt or something, this little texture, but it's not, wouldn't be dirt on the banner, but it just gives it a little texture. And You're Amazing. Or you could also do Happy Birthday. Or you can do Happy Birthday on the inside. So I'll let you decide. And we need the outline stamp. All right, so that's what we need from there. So let's see. This is a larger stamp. It is a little bit too big for that block. You could probably make it work. If you didn't have a bigger block, you could just kind of rock it a little bit. Just be careful because it really comes up to the edges there. I have the next size block. That's what I'm going to use, and I think it's way too big for the, yeah, it's way too big for the D block. Or if you had a Stamparatus, it would certainly work on there. But I'm just going to use the bigger block for now. All right, so set those aside. So the yellow, the crushed curry, is just going to have an outline, and it's just, you could leave it plain, but I actually kind of like how this stamped gives it a little bit of, visual interest, that texture in there. And then I'm just going to, sorry if my head's in the camera, but I need to see. So that lines up perfectly on the pennant. You could, if you had the dies, you could certainly stamp first and then cut, but it does work. I'm slightly off. Let's see, that's why I gave you 2. Let's see. And we'll pick whichever one is better. Okay. And then I'm just going to clean this off quick because we're going to do it with the blue on the vanilla. All right, I'll leave that open because we're going to use that again. All right, so I'm going to use that one. This is what's great about the photopolymer stamps, because you really can see right through them and pretty much kind of stamp exactly where you want them to go. That one should be good. Yep, that one's good. I'm just going to do one more. And again, we'll pick which one is good, just because I didn't get it so solid over there. And I could use it for another project. Oh, but look at, I got that mark. So I guess I will use that one. I can use that for something else too. So that's, you just have to be careful because it has the lip in there. And I pressed a little too hard. But that's why I gave you 2. All right. So we're gonna do, and if I had it up here, I don't. A way to fix that is if you have a blender pen or a water painter, aqua painter, you could either just kind of run over there because there's a water-based ink and it would kind of smooth it out, or you can grab a little ink from there, and that's probably what I do. Or you can take a magic marker and go over it. That's what's nice about the Stampin' Up! Colors is everything is color coordinated, so you know, like the markers are the same dye as the inks and the ribbons and all that kind of stuff. So there are ways to fix that. Again, it's fine. It has a vintage look anyways. The paper's kind of all spotty. All right, so I'm going to just do Hooray in there. If you, I should have showed you before, let me wash it. I can show you. If you wanted that Hooray to be on a curve, this is another cool thing about the photopolymer stamps, is you can, when you put them on your block, you can curve them. So I'll just do it on this one. If I wanted, see how it's a little bit more, that's straight and that's a little more of a curve, which actually I kind of like it on a curve. You can kind of manipulate the stamps, which is nice. It won't wreck them. You just kind of move them all around. Okay. And then we have that spotted, I don't know what it is. I'm just going to kind of put it a little in the corner and a little down there. Just a little interest. It's not so blue and white. All right. And then the You're Amazing. We'll do that in blue. On here. You may notice I actually put a lot of my stamps on the diagonal. I think I can, oh. Look at, I'm all sticky. I'm going to use the other side of paper. I only need one. I'm just cutting 2. You can get there. That's a little darker. I forget what I was saying. It will come back to me. All right. So I'm going to use scissors for this one. I'm going to actually just cut pretty close. And again, this would work if you use the Happy Birthday or the Father's Day. You could do it the same way. And you could leave it. You could just leave it big like that, one piece, but I just wanted to show you can manipulate your stamps. And we'll just trim it. And the same thing on the Your. And in that way, if you wanted it 2 colors, you could do that. Okay. There we go. So now we'll just put the card together or finish it. So I'm going to put the yellow banner pennant, I guess it's a pennant, not a banner, down. And I want to do it so you can kind of see some back here, but also see the little flaggy pieces back there. All right, so that I'm going to center. And this one I'm going to use dimensionals. You could do it flat or puff it up. And I'm just going to kind of rotate it. So you get kind of those sections there. And then these, just a tiny bit of glue. You're amazing. And then the little baseballs, you can kind of put them wherever you want. I kind of did little triangles, so I think I'll probably do the same thing. I just kind of covered up my dots. Like that. And there you go. Oop. There you go. Hooray, you're amazing. And then you can stamp any one of the stamps inside. Okay, so I will clean up for this one and film the next. I'll see you in a second.